Hi guys, so I am here today to do my final video talking about Fangirl by Rowell. This has been an absolute delight to read and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to take part of the Reblog Book Club here on Tumblr, and I'm definitely hoping that there will be more book clubs hosted here in the future. I don't have a lot of specific things that I want to talk about in terms of this last section of the book, just because I read it so excitedly because I really just wanted to see how it would all turn out. But then once I finished the book, I found myself really sad that it was over because I really loved all of the characters in this book, including the kind of annoying ones, and I was kind of sad that I didn't get to spend any more time with them. I do like the fact that things turned out basically okay for 90% of the characters, but the ending wasn't unrealistic at the same time. It was nice to see Kath and Levi together and to see sort of the beginning stages of their relationship. I just think the two of them are just super adorable and it made me happy to see them together. And even just to see like their first date and things like that, and to see their relationship growing, and it was just all really well done and I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed seeing Ren also and just her development, and seeing Kath and Ren together made me really happy too, because for the entirety of this book we hadn't really spent a lot of time with Kath and Ren together. You had just heard stories about it through Kath's perspective, but you never actually really got to see a lot of them together because they were fighting basically this entire book. So to finally see them together, to see them writing the story together, just to see them like being happy and being twins together was really great. I also thought the introduction of the mom in this book was really interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all. And I think it's really interesting how Rowell chose to handle that situation. Instead of introducing the mom and then all of a sudden making her this perfect part of the story, she chose to introduce the mom in a really realistic way. It was really interesting and really realistic to see the way that Kath and Ren's mom handled the situation of Ren being in the hospital, and even just Kath choosing not to want a relationship with their mom and things like that. I just thought that entire situation was really well handled and really surprising to me. Now that I have finished this book, I think it's really interesting how Rowell chooses to write her stories. I feel like even though the elevator pitch for this book is about, you know, a girl who is part of a fandom and, you know, has social anxiety and has all of these elements to it, there's so much more that happens in this book that I was not expecting. I do think that there are some elements that probably could have been left out and it would have been just fine. But there is so much that happens, and I feel like that is slightly more realistic to how real life is. I feel like that when it rains, it pours. So when good things are happening, then there's like an overabundance of good things. And when crappy things are happening, there are an overabundance of crappy things happening. And so that's basically what happens in this book for Kath. In the end, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars because I absolutely loved it. And I think I liked Eleanor and Park better, but I love this book, and like I've mentioned in previous videos, it was kind of creepy how much I could relate to Kath and the things she was saying and thinking, and just even her own experiences compared to my own experiences in college was really similar, to a point that it was weird reading it in this book. I am definitely very strongly aboard the Rowell wagon, and I just cannot wait to see what else that she comes out with. So yeah, that wraps up all of my thoughts basically on Fangirl. Feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought of it in the end now that it's all wrapped up. Let me know what your favorite parts are. Was there anything that you didn't like about this book? So yeah, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. Here to talk to you guys about Fangirl chapters 13 through 25, also known as the time that Rincey felt all of the feels.